Good afternoon, my friends. It's Tuesday afternoon at 2. I hope everyone had a great long weekend. I actually was pretty low key. Saturday was, oh, there's funny pop-ups coming up on my phone. I don't know. Okay, so hopefully I'm in the right place in the Stampin' for Fun Facebook group. I hope everyone had a long weekend, a great long weekend. Saturday was an exciting day. One of our friends from church got married. Hi, Kathy. So it's always an interesting experience during a global pandemic, how they decided to do the wedding, and they actually had like a live YouTube feed that we could join in on. So we were able to kind of see the ceremony, which they did in their backyard. And then after that, we were able to kind of drive through the church parking lot and take some, kind of like a socially distant picture with them and give them the gift. And they had like a little sweet treat at the, you kind of drove around the parking lot and they had a little sweet treat for us. So it was pretty, I still felt like I was celebrating a big milestone for them. So it was really nice. And I'm just so glad they still wanted to go ahead and get married, even though they couldn't have the big fancy wedding that they expected. But I guess they saved some money that they could put towards some other things, and so it was nice. And then I took my husband out for dinner. His birthday is going to be in a couple of weeks. His birthday's September 17th. But I was kind of thinking with the back to school, and he's a school principal, like things are getting hairier and hairier in his world. So crazier and crazier. So I thought, you know what, let me take him out for dinner now. We'll probably still go out to dinner as a family on his birthday, but I kind of thought it'd be nice, just the two of us. So since we were all dressed up for our little drive-by wedding, we went out for dinner. So that's what we did Saturday, and nothing else really special. So, oh great, Bev has joined in, Louise, Donna, welcome, welcome. So let me know what you guys did on the weekend, and I don't know whether the weather was okay for you guys. So I know some people watch from all over Canada, so I love to see and hear what you guys are up to. Hi, Maureen. There was something else I wanted to say. Oh yes, so if you're just joining in and you haven't watched before, one thing that I love to do is just give tiny little prizes out, and each week, so I'll pick a winner each week. So as long as you're commenting, then you'll be entered in for the drawing. So last week's winner is Christina Z. So Christina, I know she's got a different Facebook name, but I know it's you, Christina. So you're the winner from last week. So you can watch your mailbox and see a little happy mail coming to your door. Okay, so if you've never tuned in before, or you just don't know, make sure you're commenting and letting me know that you're here, because then I can enter you in the drawing. But it's also more fun for me. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Emily. It is always more fun for me when you guys tune in live, because then it feels like I'm crafting with you and I'm talking with you, and all of us need more of that now. Although many of you, I've been crafting over Zoom, and I've started to do a few little in-person things like our socially safe stamp camp, where people came and stamped their pieces. So you can't know how much that warms my heart to be able to just, we had our masks on and all of that, but just to see you, stamping and chatting with one another, even though it was a little 1 hour time slot, but it was also good. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, hi, Anne. Great. I haven't seen you in a long time. I haven't talked to you in a long time. So great. So we've got some different announcements going on. I'm trying to think of what's easier. It might be easier for me to flip over the camera and share the announcements. Things have been really busy in the craft cave. Hi, Debbie. So things have been pretty busy in the craft cave, because my new system of having all the RSVPs come in at the beginning of the month means that right after September 1st, I started kind of prepping and cutting for all the different events in September. So It's great, actually. I don't know whether you guys want to see. Maybe I'll take a picture and show you guys later. So I started like a little bin system on my shelf for each event because I've got the Ladies Retreat Day, I've got the Sweet and Simple card class, technique class, the Hippo Happiness class, and my team stick make and takes. So is that like 5 or 6 events? So we're just cutting, but I actually feel great about it. Like I can just focus on one thing and just kind of cut. I know how many I'm cutting for each class, and I've got these bins going, and it's pretty good. I mean, there's lots of scraps all over the place, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. So for anyone who signed up for any September classes, my goal is to have the packets in the mail by Friday. So I know we're getting close. Today's Tuesday, so still probably 2 more classes to go, but I think I can get things in the mail by Friday. So anybody who signed up for my September events, if you ask for shipping, my goal is to have it ready by Friday and into the post, and the rest of you who are doing pickup can come and pick it up. So let me flip the camera around. I can tell you a little bit about what's happening in October, and also a special that's going on in September. And then I've got 2 stamping well, not 4, sorry, when I hold out 2 it kind of looks like 4. So I've got 2 stamping projects this week. I'll explain why, but great. Oh, Pat made it in time. I was just talking to Pat today, and she was saying it's hard for her to get back in time for the live, but it's always great to see you live. Okay, let's flip this around and see how we go. Sorry if I make you dizzy. Okay, there we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that okay. I'll flip off the big light, try and get rid of that shadow. And then I can share some of the news. Let me get my glasses on. So one thing, news for this month, is that Stampin' Up! Is offering a special starter kit offer. Okay, so the starter kit is already an awesome deal where you get to pick $165 worth of product, but you pay only $135, no shipping and no tax in most provinces. And then just for September, Stampin' Up! Is adding on a couple of extra freebies, 2 extra stamp sets, rhinestone jewels, and 8 card making packs for the Granny Apple Green card and 8 card packs for the Coastal Cabana card. Okay, so that's probably over about $65 value added on to the already great deal. So if you haven't joined my Team Stick Stampers yet, I would love for you to join. We have a lot of fun as a team. I already mentioned that we do special team make and takes. And I was just sitting down and plotting some special things starting in October for our team. So I would love to share them with you. So don't hesitate to let me know. What you can actually do is let me know in the comments. I've started mailing out I usually sometimes like to mail out a little information packet about the starter kit that includes a handmade card in there. So if you're interested in getting one of those packets from me, let me know, because I'm getting a few in the mail, and I would be happy to get one in the mail if you want an information packet about the starter kit. Okay, and some of the perks associated with it. So just let me know in the comments, and we can connect, and I can get you a packet. Okay, I suddenly remembered. It's like this every time, right? I try and get organized, and I suddenly remembered I forgot to take the stamp set out of my closet. Okay, so it's too late for my September classes if you were wanting to stamp with me, but it's not too late to join in on my October classes. So I have some fun October events happening. So my Sweet and Simple card class and my specialty class, which in October will be the Boo Bingo, will be on the 3rd Saturday of the month, which is October 17th. And in case you're wondering, that is the week after Thanksgiving. So it does not fall over the Thanksgiving weekend, I'm pretty sure. And hi, Gail. Good to have you on. Okay, so this is for anybody, whether you have stamping experience or not. You will have fun at this event. It's only $40, and think of it as a stamping games night. So you will get a stamping packet to create fun projects. So usually we do 3 projects. in this class. And so don't worry. I know the biggest question people have is, what if I don't have the stamp set? What if I don't have? So I do try to really prep the cards so that you can substitute with supplies that you have, or there's a lot of things that are pre-cut, pre-die cut, so you can just enjoy kind of gluing it down, watching the demonstration, and you'll still end up with some pretty cards at the end. So, and don't feel, I know some people are more into Halloween than others, so the 3 cards that we're making will not necessarily all be Halloween, so don't worry about that if you're not a big Halloween person. But I just thought I'd kind of go with a little Halloween theme. So you might get, I'm not saying for sure, but you might get a little Halloween treat in your packet if you register for this class. And then just for fun, we'll play some bingo for some awesome prizes. So anyone can join in, invite a friend. It will all be on Zoom video conferencing. So if you don't live nearby, it's no worry. You just log on and we'll play together and have fun together. Okay, so you can register for that just at my website, genevieve.stampinup.net, and click the events tab. And you'll see the event there for my October. Okay, the other one in October is my ladies' retreat weekend. This is a tradition in the fall where we go up to a hotel and we craft our little hearts out and we enjoy our time together. So at this current moment, public health guidelines still allow us to get together indoors as long as physical distancing is maintained and masks are being used, which 100% is what we're going for. So I'm actually using 2 ballrooms at the hotel. So we're taking up a lot of space in the hotel so that we can get the distancing we need, and everybody will need face masks, obviously. So that is the weekend of the 23rd to 25th in Midland, Ontario. If you're interested in that, same thing. Just go to genevieve.stampinup.net and click the events and hit that. But since things are as they are, there is also a virtual option, which is a little cheaper. So if you want to do the retreat weekend in a box, you do that as well. Same link. Let me know, because the registration for this is actually, the early bird date is closing the 13th. The early bird ends the 13th, but the final deadline is the 23rd. Okay, so this is a little different than my other RSVPs. Okay, so this one, actually, a couple ladies, I think if Pat is still on here, she just gave me a call because she's going to get together with a friend at her home. The 2 of them are kind of in the same bubble, or, able to kind of be apart, and they're going to craft away and they're going to get the retreat in a box so that they can still enjoy all the goodies of the weekend, but from the comfort of their home. Okay, so there's lots of options there. Okay, so I think those are my announcements. Let's do some stamping. Which should I do first? I wanted to do 2 different projects. Does anyone remember what the product of the month is that I'm showcasing this month? Let's start with that one then. Just looking to see if anybody remembers. So each month, if you're just tuning in or you're new to my Facebook Lives, I always sort of have a product of the month that I love to showcase. So this month in September, I'm showcasing the gold hoop embellishments. Aren't they fun? They don't look like anything, really. They're literally gold hoops. So when I first saw them in the catalog, exactly, Serena, when I saw them in the catalog, I was like, what are we supposed to do with these? So I wasn't too sure. So that's why I thought, why not make it a product of the month? Because the catalog came out, I guess, in June. So we've had a few months now for me to see some different samples, different ideas on Pinterest, and I've played around with a few things. So I just couldn't wait to kind of share with you guys this week. So let me grab the sample from last week. Okay. So this is the card we made last week. Okay, so each week this month, I will be showcasing a different card or a different project using these gold hoops. Okay, and then I do have a September online ordering special, so that's why I put the host code here. So if anything catches your eye, or you feel like you absolutely have to buy these hoops or anything else, since I'm showcasing them all month, I would love to thank you for your online orders. So what you do is you go to genevieve.stampinup.net, click the Shop Now button, and just make sure you use this host code as you're shopping, and then I'll know that you're taking advantage of the online special. So the special is for $30 in online orders, you'll receive 41 fall tutorials emailed to your inbox by the end of the month. And then if your order is $60 or more, you'll get 82 different fall tutorials. So it should really jumpstart your fall crafting. And if your order is $80 or more online using this host code, you will get the make and take supplies for all 4 cards that I'll be showcasing this month. Okay, so you would get 4 hoops already, because each project this month is going to showcase the hoops. So these tutorials, where did I get these tutorials? I was part of a tutorial co-op group. So you'll see that the tutorials are showcasing demonstrators from all around the world. So they are amazing tutorials. And, I had mentioned being part of my team is pretty special because all my team already got all 82 tutorials free from me as a gift. Just because I love my team and I love to do special things for them. Facebook reminded me, was it last year or the year before? Facebook reminded me the time that I got a ice cream truck to our team meeting. And so at our team meeting, we had our very own ice cream truck and I treated everyone to ice cream. I don't want you to join my team just to think you're going to get free things all the time, but I love to do special things. So anyway, yes, they're international tutorials, Leanne. That's right. And so the measurements are imperial and metric. So it's pretty fun. Okay, so this was the card from last week. And so this will be one of the make and takes that I will send pre-cut, anything that needs to be die cut, it will be die cut. The embellishments will be included, all of that when your order is $80 or more online this month in September. Okay, so let's get started with the card that we're going to do this week. Right? Wasn't that fun, Lindsay? Yeah, I know. What would I do if I didn't have the Team Stick stampers? Stamping would be so boring. Okay. Okay, so I'm using Pool Party cardstock. It's already cut in half at 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. So this will be our card base. This card is kind of a change up, a take from one of the projects that I did, that we did, Zara Premji and I did for our demonstrator stamp and share event. So I kind of modified the card a little bit. So thank you, Zara, for helping to design this card. And I modified it a little bit so that it would incorporate our wonderful gold hoops. Okay, and the stamp set that I'm using today is the Beautiful Autumn stamp set. Don't worry, Gail. I'm sorry I'm not doing Christmas today, but Gail was asking when I was going to get to Christmas. It's her favorite. And I'm just not there yet. But I think next week we'll do Christmas. We can't skip over fall. Okay, so let's get the Pool Party ink. This is one of the best things about Stampin' Up! Products is that everything coordinates. So I can use Pool Party cardstock, and then I can use Pool Party ink. And I'm going to just stamp some of these leaves on the background there. Okay, I don't know. Okay, just off in this corner. And then I'll do a few kind of on this corner down here. Okay. Gail, you're cracking. Thank you. Thank you for your patience, Gail. Okay, so we've got, here you go. You can see kind of the design of that stamp there. Okay. Let's do our stamping. And then I'm going to use the Early Espresso ink. Oh, see? Yes, Louise loves the DSP too. I love the fall DSP as well. Look, you can see the gold foil on the back, but I'm going to use the non-foil side. This is called the Gilded Autumn Designer Series paper, by the way, if you're wondering. There's lots of beautiful, beautiful designs. But you see, the pool party is in there too. I love it how it coordinates. Okay, so I think we can kind of do something like this. Okay, we can offset it a bit. Okay, where's my adhesive? Hello. Sorry, you guys know me. I talk to myself when I craft all the time. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't know where my adhesive is. Hello? Oh, I see it. I think I'm running low. I hope I don't run out during the session. I should have thought of that before I started. Okay, so this is a crumb cake piece here. I believe it's about 3 inches by 4 inches. Let me tell you, for those of you that want to recreate this baby. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inches. Okay. So I'm just wanting to have some of the leaves still show here. Okay. And then we'll put that on here. So this is 3 inches by 4 inches. The DSP is 3 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so remember what I'm showcasing here. I hope it inspires you for your own crafting, because sometimes you can take exactly the same layout and then use it with different DSP or different colors, and it'll still, you know, you can just create something as well. Okay, and so this piece is a very vanilla piece, already die cut with the Tasteful Labels dies. Let me see whether I can pull them out. They've been one of my favorites since they came out in this catalog. I'll just show you. There's lots of different label shapes in this set, so I'm using this one. It's already been pre-cut out for you, but I just wanted to show you those dies. Okay, and then let's use the Life is Better with You. Do you have some friends that you would want to send that to? I'm sure they would really appreciate receiving a handmade card at this time. Okay, so somebody was asking me if my kids started school today, but not today. Not today. They're staggering the start so that the kids can learn the different routines. And everything's different this year. Everything's different this year. I mean, just knowing what door to go into, and at recess where they're supposed to stand. They can't just run all over the place. Like the grade 8s stand in one part of the schoolyard, and because you're not supposed to be mixing and mingling with anybody that's not in your class. It's all crazy. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? I still love stamping after all this time. I think I will always love stamping. Does anyone feel the same way? And if you don't love stamping because maybe you never really done it before, make sure you let me know, because I'm happy to do like a one-on-one private Zoom. If you've never stamped before, I would love to share more with you. Okay, so let's grab our little hoop. This is going to give us a little bit of texture, a little bit of glamour, a little bit of bling, but not too much bling, that we'll put on our cards. So if you watched last week, you'll see that I found the easiest way to apply these hoops is using the glue dots. Oh, I need my take your pick tool. Okay, sorry, had to run to the other side of the craft room to get my tool here. I find it super helpful. So I find the easiest way is to kind of, and what I'm doing is I'm putting the glue dot where I'm expecting to hide, you know, I'm going to be putting this label on top. So I'm thinking that I'm going to hide that glue dot. It's not going to be as obvious later on. So let me put one on the other side. I know, sometimes you can try, and I'm just reading Debbie's comment. She says, I love it when it turns out like the card I'm casing. Sometimes I will see something on the internet that I like, and I'll try to case it, and it actually doesn't look anything like I was going for. And I'm like, doesn't look as beautiful as I expected, but sometimes it turns out better. So you just never know sometimes. Casing just stands for copy and share everything. So a lot of time when I'm casing, it's not exactly the same. I'm usually changing something up, but how many do I need? Oh, I'm just using 2. Kathy, you're asking how many glue dots I need to hold the ring. I'm using 2. The glue dots are super, super strong. So I think that's strong enough. And then I'm gonna hide, like, you can kind of see the glue dots still peeking out there, but I'm just gonna hide it with my little label. See? Okay, so I'm gonna use dimensionals. Let's see, do I have any dimensionals here? Yep. And then I'll hide that. Okay, good. I'm glad I answered your question there, Kathy. Okay. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I did not use the coordinating stamps and punches because they're so awesome. So let's do that. Okay, I should clean up as I go because I wanted to do 2 projects today. And if I'm making a giant mess, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. I'm going to lose everything. So let me put this away, but I will take out the little acorn. Let's see if I can find a smaller block here. And then I'm going to use the early espresso onto the crumb cake. Early espresso. Okay. Can you guys see okay? I don't know if I'm on the camera properly. Okay, so let's do that. And then with this set, I have been loving using my blender pens with this set and kind of use these blender pens are like magic pens. Okay, so I don't know if you can see there. I'm able to pull some of the ink using my blender pen and kind of give some shading to the image. Can you see that? It just makes it seem more realistic. Okay, I love these magic blender pens. Okay, so let's punch that out. I kind of forgot about my blender pens, but this set, like so often, I'll stamp it and then I'll blend. It's lovely. I know that acorn is so cute. Kathy's saying the acorn's cute, but it's even better that there's a coordinating punch, see? So there we go. So we'll pop this maybe on here with a glue dot, of course. So when we have something like this, it was harder with the hoops, but just with the little paper or ribbon, you can just actually push it against the glue dot and pick up the glue dot that way. Okay. And then we'll use the pool party. And then maybe instead of using the acorn, we'll pick one of these other ones. Maybe the oak leaf or the maple leaf. Let me get rid of that. Let's do the maple leaf in the pool party. I know there's not real pool party maple leaves, but this is art. We can use artistic license, right? Oh, Louise, you do it often. Yeah, I don't do it often enough, but for some reason this set really got me wanting to do it. Okay, so there you go. And we'll get our little maple leaf punch. So the punches, you don't have to buy them individually. They come as a set. The 3 punches, the oak, the leaf, and the acorn. And in fact, when you buy the stamp set and the punches, you can buy them as a bundle and get 10% off. So it's a great value that way. Okay, and if you missed it, don't forget you're welcome to shop from my online store and take advantage of my September offer of getting those bonus tutorials. And as well, when your order's $80 or more, you'll also get the make and take supplies for the cards that I'm showcasing all month. So you'll get this one and then this one. Okay, so that you can make them as well. Okay, so maybe we'll do the oak one here. Let's put this away. Okay, so can you see the card coming together we'll just put one other little embellishment there. Not embellishment, but another. Let's use the oak leaf. It's calling my name. Okay, so fun to stamp. I love. Okay, this is probably the second time I already said it. That I love stamping. I think we covered that already. I think Genevieve already said that twice already during this video. So I just find it super relaxing. And because I don't feel like I'm a super creative person, or I wasn't a very crafty person, I still feel like an awesome artist when I can make something pretty. Okay. Here we go. Let's punch that out. We could slip it behind. I don't know where's a good place. Yeah, something like that maybe. Okay. And that is our gold hoops project for this week. So make sure you're tuning in next week to see. Okay. So these are 2 out of the 4 projects that I'm going to show you this month. Okay, of ways to use that gold hoop embellishment. Because if you were like me and you wondered, what in the world am I supposed to do with that? Right? The leaves are so cute. So cute. Okay, so as I promised, I am actually going to do a bonus project this week. So normally I just do one project showcasing the product of the month, but sometimes I get excited and I want to show you other things. So let me clean up a bit. Okay, and then thank you. I totally took that card from our demonstrator stamp and share event that happened in August. Yeah, August, I think we did it. So, okay, so, but just changed it up with the hoop. Okay, I think I am done with that, so let's move that out of the way. So, if you were here earlier, I was talking about the special Get and Go starter kit promotion. Let me find the stamp set. So, this is one of the stamp sets that you will get free in September when you nab the starter kit. Okay, and how you get the starter kit, you can ask me, or you literally just go to genevieve.stampinup.net, and I think there's a button at the top that says join. Maybe it says join. So that's how you take advantage of the starter kit, and it will walk you through. There's like a join now button, and it'll walk you through and show you everything that you need to do. Okay, because as I said, you get to pick $165 of whatever you want, but just in September, Stampin' Up! Is throwing in 2 extra stamp sets, and this is one of the stamp set. It's called Queen Anne's Lace. And it's funny, when I saw the name, I assumed it was like lace, like I thought it was a background stamp or something. But then I guess this type of flower is called Queen Anne's Lace, which I did not know. So I learned something new. And I thought, why not do a little stamping with this so that you can see, because it's one thing to look at a stamp, it's a totally other thing to create with it, right? So I thought, why don't I have some fun and just play around and see what comes out. So I grabbed the pre-cut note cards that Stampin' Up! Sells. They've got these pre-cut note cards in 5 different colors, or 5 different in colors. And there's actually, let me pull it out here. There's actually envelopes. I don't know if you know, but the envelopes are lined to match the different colored note cards. Isn't that fun? So I'm going to use the bumblebee colors, so I'm going to keep that envelope with me. Okay. So it's just easy and fun to use these pre-cut note cards. Okay, and I just wanted to show you, this is the stamp set, and then I'm going to use some of our Misty Moonlight cardstock, and I will cut it at 3 inches by 4 inches because I thought that would fit perfectly in that little window there. So let me get our trimmer. And if you tune in all the time, you'll know what a fan I am of our paper trimmer. But if you are just tuning in for the first time or recently, it's got all the measurements at the top in imperial here, and it actually goes by 1/16 of an inch. So you get a pretty precise depending what you want to cut. So I'm going 4 inches by 3 inches. The other thing I love about this trimmer is that it also has a scoring tool. So when I'm creating my card bases, I don't need anything else. I can just use this trimmer to cut and then score. And even when I'm using larger pieces of paper, this arm extends out so that you can cut up to 17 inches. Look, I don't know who would have a 17-inch piece of paper. I do not, but sometimes I'll cut 12 by 12 paper down in size, and it's really helpful to have that extension arm. Okay, so enough about the trimmer. So I took some Misty Moonlight cardstock there. See how it fits perfectly in that little window? Okay, and then I'm going to use the stamp set. This one's free when you get the starter kit in September. And I just thought it would be fun to show you a way to use it. I actually don't usually have tons of trouble using flower stamps. They are my go-to stamps. Flower stamps are my go-to stamps. Let me looking for a larger block here. Okay, so these are photopolymer stamps. They just cling right to the block, so there's no fuss, no muss. And we're going to use the black ink and stamp. Okay. So with the larger stamps, it does help to kind of go back and forth here to make sure you've got everything covered. And then maybe I'll do it on a bit of an angle and straight down, straight up. I find with the bigger stamps, I do like to press firmly. Okay, can you see that there? Look at the detail. I guess that's Queen Anne's lace. I did not know that that's what that flower was. Okay, so this is called the two-step stamp, so that there's kind of, if you want, you can do a second step. I'm going to take this piece here, and it was really thoughtfully designed by Stampin' Up! That it would kind of match with the other image that's already there. Okay, so I love that. Now it's going to be a bit tricky because I'm going to actually use a white ink. This is my old white ink pad. I think they have sort of a new design now, but okay, so this is a different, this is not a water-based ink. This is more of a pigment-based ink, so you can't really see through. So excuse my head if you see my head, but I'm just going to try and line it up on top the best I can. And I'm not going to be too concerned because if it's off, it's okay. It's handmade. Okay, but I like the white on the Misty Moonlight. It just gives a little pop. Okay. See that? Isn't that fun? So the black on the Misty Moonlight was nice, but just adding that extra layer using the white just gives it like an extra dimension. What do you guys think? Okay, so just showing you some fun there. Now, the thing with the white ink is you don't want to leave it on your stamps. Okay, you want to clean it right away because craft ink is more sticky, more goopy, and it's just better to clean it right away. So I'm just going to do that right now with our mist and scrub. Easy way to clean the stamps, okay? Because the fibers in the scrub get it clean, okay? Perfect. Yes, I thought it was pretty too. It actually looks better in real life, but this is the best we can do right now, okay? Yes, it gives it like a totally three-dimensional look. So, yes. So, Serena, I should find it in the catalog. It's called Craft Ink. So, and then it's Whisper White. They don't have any other color craft ink right now, Stampin' Up! But anyway, that's what it's called. It's called Craft Ink. And when you buy it, you get the pad and the refill. So because a long time ago, I guess it wasn't that long ago, but they used to sell the pad all inked up already. Like it leaked all the time. If you didn't have it horizontal like this, like if I had put it in somebody's order bag like this and, you know, it was sitting there for a while, sometimes it takes a while for people to come and pick up their orders, it would leak out. So I guess Stampin' Up! Always looking to improve. They now sell the pad uninked, and you get a little white re-inker so that you can just juice it up yourself and you don't have the messiness of the leaking. Okay, so let's put that over here. See, is everybody proud of how I'm like cleaning up so well today? Sometimes I'm crafting away and everything's all over the table and then I can't find anything. Okay, so then we need a little sentiment. So this set has quite a lot of sentiments. If you're just tuning in, I'm showing off this set simply because Stampin' Up! Is giving it out free this month with the, if you decide to get the starter kit. So I thought it's better for you. It's one thing to look at the flyer and say, oh, okay, they're giving the Queen Anne's lace stamp set free, but you don't even know what it looks like. So I thought I would stamp with it this week just to show you guys. Okay, smaller block, please. I need a smaller block. Okay, that's a little better. I prefer to have the blocks closer to the size of the stamp. Don't want it too big. Oh, is that where the craft ink is, Louise? Louise is so kind. She's saying it's page 147 in the annual catalog. Okay, so since I want to tie in this bumblebee color, I am going to get some of the bumblebee cardstock here. Maybe I'll use a little strip to do our little sentiment. Okay, and I love the matchy-matchy. It makes it so easy to create. Let's start with 3/4 inches. I don't know if that'll be too big. Oh, I don't want it to wiggle around. 3/4 inches. Oh, I think this is more like 3/4 inches here. Okay. Let's see, I think that's kind of the size I want. And then we'll just cut this at 2 3/4. Okay, and, well, maybe we want it smaller, but anyway, we'll figure it out as we go. And then we'll stamp the sentiment using the black again. So I love that this stamp set has images and words. It really makes the stamp set more versatile that way. Okay, and I'll just use my paper snips and snip a little flag here. So I showed a similar card on my blog yesterday. Okay. Yeah, it was a bit too long. Snip. Okay. So we can just put that on there. So I'm just changing it up from the one that I showed on my blog yesterday. Instead of just using a card base, regular cardstock, I'm using our note cards and envelopes since they're already pre-cut and scored. Okay. But maybe before I glue that on, it's nice to have a little embellishment. So this ribbon I think comes from the Forever Greenery. This one. It comes from the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. You can see the difference here. The gold thread that's in the combo pack, that's all I got left. But I have like 2 spools of this soft white one, off-white one. So I thought it's time to use it. I know you can't feel it, but it looks like it would be rough, but it's not rough. It's actually pretty soft. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is see if I can kind of spread this around. Let's see. We're going to live on the edge. Here we go. I'm just putting a whole thing of adhesive kind of in the middle, bottom. Okay, let's see if we can do it. And then I'm just winding it along. Do you guys ever do this? Kind of like winding, creating like a zigzag pattern with the ribbon. There. It's using a lot of this ribbon, but I own a lot of this ribbon, so I don't actually mind. It makes me happy to use it. There we go. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Stick that on. And it might be nice to put a little embellishment. Let's see what we got here. These are the holiday rhinestones. Well, I only have one yellowish one left, so I guess they're going here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so hopefully that brings a little life to the Queen Anne's lace stamp, which is included free with the starter kit. Okay, so you're going to want to take advantage of the September starter kit promotion. I know one question people often have, oh, thanks to all of you who joined in my Q&A last week where I shared about my stamping journey and all of that. I know one of the questions is people are nervous. Does Stampin' Up! Force you to teach classes or sell the product? And 100% no. You can certainly get the starter kit and just enjoy the demonstrator discount for yourself and be a happy shopper, and you are totally welcome in our group. We all love stamping and talking about stamps, so you would fit right in. Okay. Oh, maybe we should stamp the envelope. Anyway, at least we've got it lined if I do forget to stamp the envelope. Okay, so I guess those are our cards for today. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, and hopefully I gave you another little inspiration using those gold hoops. So make sure to tune in next week, Tuesday at 2, and see what I create. And you're not going to want to miss out on the September ordering special to get those super fall tutorials from demonstrators all around the world. So as long as your online order is at least $30, you'll have access to those tutorials. If your order is $60 or more, you'll get 82 of the tutorials. And if your order is $80 or more, you will get the make and take supplies for the cards that I'll be showcasing this month using the gold hoop embellishments. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. Let me flip it around so that I can see if there's any other questions or... Da-da-da. Okay. I'm always afraid after that one time I accidentally hit finish or end or something when I was flipping it over, or it fell out of my hand, and the flip always makes me nervous. Okay, so I don't see any new questions, so thank you for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you with anything with the starter kit or using the online store or anything like that. I love connecting with you. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great afternoon. Bye.